Peace and welcome. Free political prisoners, free the land, we maroons, prefiguring a new society, it's a matriarchal tune. Value characteristics of indigeneity, rebelling against everything that they do to keep enslaving me. Freedom of mind, body, and spirit, you will hear it. Emancipating ourselves from the plantation, make them feel it. We remember and live with a purpose, that's how we heal it. Everything we ever were and created, they try to steal it. We live in harmony with Mother Earth, hold the center. In accordance with the laws of nurture nature, we respect her. 7 generations before us, 7 generations ahead, striving to never forget the names of the dead. Resocializing men as mothers without limitation, self-determining our destiny, our path to liberation. Seeing through illusions of equality and integration, anti-authoritarians, we don't need your validation. Welcome everybody, and thank you so much for coming to the legendary Nuyorican Poets Cafe. Thank you, thank you. Love that beautiful energy. It has been 1 year since the calling of the spirits in Monte Carmelo, Lara, where with spirited minds and seeds in our hearts, we initiated a convocation titled The Cry of Mother Earth. Those who responded to this cry are now here. Around 100 people from 19 countries, 5 continents, 12 original peoples from our America, and eco-socialist activists from 14 states of Venezuela. Shout out to Venezuela. Yaracuy, Agua Negra, Palmarejo, Tarria. We are here in the Cumbe of Veroes, cradled in the enchanted mountains of Yaracuy, where the guardian goddess of nature lives. From the 31st of October until today, we have done the work demanded of us, the articulation of a combined strategy and plan of action for the salvation of Mother Earth. We invite all peoples, movements, organizations, collectives, and beings in the world to join the first Eco-Socialist International and to undertake the collective construction of a program for the salvation of Mother Earth by restoring a lost spirituality. Tonight, a new Black Arts Movement and Eco-Socialist Horizons presents our collaborative soul session, Reweaving Pangea. Women artists and earth defenders. Where my women artists and earth defenders at? My revolutionaries. That's right, that's right. My name is Nejma Nefertiti, hip-hop artist, sound designer, natural perfumer, visionary of a new Black Arts Movement's cultural wing, visionary of the Women's Freedom Collective Party, and participant of the first Eco-Socialist International representing Brooklyn! I'll be one of your goddess of ceremonies tonight along with 4 others, so we're having a very special event and you're in for a special treat. And the first other goddess that I want to invite to the stage, we'll all be introducing ourselves pretty much and each other. My sister, comrade, and revolutionary of Eco-Socialist Horizons, Kanya D. Almeida.
Thank you all for being here tonight. We invite you to stand on your heads. Standing on one's head is an ancient yogic practice. It strengthens your core. It allows you to regain balance. It offers perspective. And it wakes up people. This is an invitation to wake up. 3 months ago, the gathering that Nejma was talking about in Venezuela brought together some amazing movers and shakers from all around the world. And together, collectively, we stood on our heads because we pledged the impossible to collectively draft a plan of action for the salvation of the planet. People laughed. Están locos, they said. Yes, estamos locos. Because we believe that only by standing on our heads and by inverting reality can we see the truth. We are living in an epoch of insanity, but each day we are asked to ignore it, to turn our heads away and pretend we do not see that we are being robbed in broad daylight of our dignity, our labor, our voices, of our streams and our grasslands, of our ice, of our ideas, our seas and our soils and our souls and self-determination. To pretend we do not see that those same thieves and overseers and poachers who eat land, life and liberty are lauded, honored and compensated with wealth and riches, while the rest of us are branded and incarcerated, defrauded and displaced, spied on, molested, and burned. In Venezuela in 2017, we gathered in 3 humble villages that carried a gigantic legacy. They were maroon communities who centuries ago had broken from the plantations and had pledged to each other and to their country that they were going to build a collective life force away from slavery, centered on Mother Earth. When we came together there, we were coming to learn from the leadership of the maroon matriarchs who lead those communities, to learn how to follow Afro-descendant peoples all over the world and to stand side by side with our indigenous brothers and sisters who are always and have always been leading the way. We were anti-mining groups. We were traditional birth workers. We were hip-hop farmers. We were seed savers, healers, medicine men and women, maestros, pueblos, bus drivers and garbage collectors who were also recycled jewelry makers. We were urban planners and craftsmen, solar scientists, weavers and water conservationists, all of us who have pledged to the creation of a new way. People who were never unwoven from the great spider web of life. Black Panthers and Lakota, Amazonas and Indonesians, and all of you who could not be there in body and spirit, but who are with us all the time in your struggle, your fight for a new and revolutionary mode of production and way of being. You who are not fooled by the Western media, who always remember that the enemy is not out there in the Middle East, who is not out there in the countries of Africa, who is not out there in the so-called terrorism of the world, but who is right here in America. Who invaded Iraq, Afghanistan, who trained the Taliban, who dropped the atom bomb, who attacked the Viet Cong with napalm, who gives Israel arms, who warred with Korea, who invaded Nicaragua, Honduras, Iran, who's choking Pakistan, who colonized Puerto Rico, Hawaii, the same flag that condemned Troy Davis to die, who patents life, sues farmers for saving seeds while denying its own people their basic health needs, who fucked the Philippines, who painted that grisly canvas of scenes in Cambodia, who brought slaves from Africa, dug graves across the Middle East, caused global famine so that they may feast on food they did not grow, who said Gaddafi's got to go, who committed genocide, the world's first Holocaust of native peoples whose land was lost to gold diggers, coal diggers, bold, soul diggers, corn stealers, 5, 6, 7, 8 figures of profit from the yellow treasure they say they found. They stole cotton, sugar, tobacco, coffee grounds, the arms, legs, lips, wombs of their pickers, pluckers, plowers, bound forever to the stock market. We know you know. We don't need to remind you why we're all here. When we came together in Venezuela, we did not divide ourselves into groups and subcommittees and splintered off silos of separate forms of organization. We organized ourselves among the 5 elements: air, earth, ether, water, and fire. In these spirals of dialogue, we mapped our plan of action. We did not make demands of governments who have failed us. We did not make denouncements of the empire that has never made any secret that its one mission in life is to destroy the life-giving forces of this earth. Instead, we made a collective commitment to each other, to all of you who came here tonight in the spirit of fearlessness and creation. We pledge to do what the empire will not, to organize the creation of medical militias, to empower our birth workers and build a world free of obstetric violence, to develop economies of solidarity which are ecocentric and anti-capitalist, to promote schools for the open wings of our children, to teach them their ancestral knowledge, to create legislation that will ban the privatization of land and water and the patenting of seeds and genetic material by multinational corporations, to take food sovereignty away from the state and back into our hands, to preserve our legacies of gastronomy and to return to our ancestral kitchens, to build forest gardens where we can realize our humblest and wildest imaginations, to transition to renewable energy, to agitate for an end to nuclear war and a ban on nuclear weapons, to empower ourselves as mothers and fathers to decide when and where and whether or not we will have our own children, to revitalize our trade unions, and to form anti-patriarchal circles to fight violence against women, non-heterosexual and gender-diverse peoples all over the world. So tonight we ask you to join us in this struggle. We have these amazing musicians who are going to bring to us through their music the vision, the craziness, the plan of action that we've drafted and that we invite you all to join. We ask you to travel the Americas, to stand in solidarity with our people at Standing Rock, the occupied territories of Puerto Rico and Hawaii, to the occupied territories of Palestine, from Tanzania to Sri Lanka, from Kurdistan to Kenya. We invite you into our circle of madness. We invite you to stand on your heads. I give you the Afro-Yaqui Music Collective.
Tonight, we are the Afro-Yaqui Music Collective. We believe that art equals politics. We make music of resistance. We make music with hip-hop, with jazz. I am from the Yaquis of Sonora, Mexico, and my people were never colonized. And I say it really proudly, but they were enslaved by the Mexican government, and they are now fighting for their right to have clean water. Their Yaqui River conceived as it's equivalent to the Nile River. You can grow pineapples in the desert. It's amazing. But right now it's being diverted to feed corporations. That water is being diverted to feed Heineken, Ford. And so we are fighting to have access to clean water and to protect the territory of our ancestors. This following song we're going to play for you was created by Violeta Parra, a Chilean composer, and she created a movement called La Nueva Canción, and thanks to her, a lot of people in the 70s and the 80s and the 90s and still now are really intrigued by her compositions and her lyrics that denounce all systems of oppression, and I hope you like this song. It's called Curse the Heaven.
Estrella con su reflejo, maldigo los azulejos, destellos del arroyuelo, maldigo del bajo suelo, la piedra con su contorno, maldigo maldigo los estatutos del tiempo con su bochorno. ¿Cuánto será mi dolor? Maldigo la primavera con sus jardines en flor y de los el color solo mágico de ver a la nube mensajera. No maldigo tanto y tanto que ¿cuánto será mi maldigo luna y paisaje, los mares y los desiertos, maldigo cuerpo por cuerpo, maldigo verde y apaje, con su maldigo el poco su porquería. ¿Cuánto será mi dolor? Maldigo luna y paisaje, los valles y los desiertos, maldigo cuerpo por cuerpo, maldigo verde y apaje, ¿cuánto será mi dolor?
Been in the deepest belly of the beast, where bellies are empty and cellies deceased. These verses I spit are disturbing the peace. My liberty's the sun, my freedom's the east. Beaten and tortured by secret police on these modern plantations, slave numbers increase. There's no such thing as justice of the peace. Look at this beauty up in this beast. Concrete wires, true refugees. Healthcare consists of hysterectomies. Mothers give birth, they take away seeds, sending their babies home with the disease. Freedom is a word in parentheses. In the free world, the mind is tied tied up on a leash. Modern day slaves, no freedom of speech, no expression. Your freedom of thought at a reach. Women of addiction, women of the streets, given pharmaceuticals right by the beast. Thrown in the hole, refusing to appease a boy in blue, holding them keys.
As love, y'all, huh? Love Mother Earth, freedom. Love the air, love the ether, love all the spirits that are inside of us, y'all. Inside of all of us. Freedom. Rise up in your heart, in your soul, in your voice. Freedom, freedom, freedom. Ooh, 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 ooh. That's how you say freedom in Kiswahili. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
You don't have any percussions with you? You want to grab a fork or something? There are bongos in the back. See, you can't escape from us. All right. I want to read a little bit of what we did in Venezuela. We are musicians, but we are also activists as well. We believe that on these times we cannot stay silent to all the mess that's going on. So I really want to read a little bit of what we did. Basically, we all agree that we have to reduce our carbon emissions. What are we all doing right now? What are you guys doing to cut that off? To cut that carbon imprint that we are leaving behind. So these are questions that we have to question ourselves every day. What is it that we're doing to prevent that from happening? And so we made a plan. We made a plan that has 5 elements in them, okay? It's earth, it's fire, it's air, it's ether, and it's water. All of these we have to protect. So I'm going to talk a little bit about ether. We have to protect the spirit of the earth. That's our main priority. Being present with the earth, connecting with it, reconnecting with what gives us life. No matter who you are, no matter what color of skin you have, the earth feeds you every day, no matter what ideology you have. That connection is missing. We go to the supermarket, we buy our food, and then we don't even see how that food gets to us. And so that disconnection, it's important that we break through that. It's important that we become self-sufficient. It's important that we share, as opposed to just buying things, that we share with each other, that we barter, and simple steps, changing our diets, changing the way we eat is gonna create a significant impact right now in our carbon emissions. Generating our own food is our priority, and healing the land. We believe that indigenous people have fought to have clean water, to protect their territories. We need to stand with them because they are battling right now everywhere in this world. In the Amazon, it's incredible what these people are doing. They are fighting against capitalism in the most horrible way that's happening right now. It's like, for instance, in the region of Perijá, we met with indigenous people in Venezuela, and right now what's happening is from the border of Colombia, they have military who's coming from Colombia, and they are with the narcos. They're bringing drugs. Not only that, they're breaking into indigenous territories, and they're creating a lot of violence, and they are also they're displacing people from their lands, basically, and they're fighting. There is a constant battle. We need to stand together. We need to support people that are doing that. And this is what we need to protect right now is our trees, our water. We need to protect it from the mining companies, from petroleum, from the oil companies. They are thirsty for money, but you know what? Money is not gonna keep us alive. It's not gonna keep our children, our grandchildren, their grandchildren alive. We need clean water. That's the first thing, man. We need clean water. We need to protect that, first of all. There are a lot of things that were said in this, the first Eco-Socialist International. We'll have a little bit more opportunity to talk, like after we're done. You can ask us questions, and we're happy to be here. Thank you all for coming. This is the first step to organize and to be alert and to be present. Thank you. This song is called Nanantzin. It's in the Aztec language of Nahuatl. It's a tribute to Mother Earth. Hope you enjoy.
Chicago.
fallen of our native land. We all the fashioners of this continent. We all the hand dressing for the fight, prepared, deliver, unified we stand. My people's eyes are shining where the universe expands. Sunlight gives a new strength to all I am. Many bloody left in our path, staining the meadowlands like tears staining the faces of our elders since it began. A battle brought upon us, a battle for our native land. I took my first steps on sacred sands. I'm a Canaanite queen, I know who I am. A revolutionary matriarch, understand that us revolutionaries got heart, spark a flam. Revolutionaries got heart to spark a flam. By any means necessary, that's who I am. A fire that's been burning way longer than you can comprehend.
Could you imagine, try to fathom, world famine where food is rationed, bare feet and AIDS is the fashion, no one is laughing, clean water is a luxury. When we die, what do we leave behind? No trees, no water that's clean, no air that we can breathe that's free of pollutions, emissions. We don't do things to change our conditions, instead we fall into submission. Don't know the first thing about resistance or persistence. What will money get you when there is no food? Money is the evil that has us fooled. Root of all evil, money rules until we admit we drink from plutonium pools. Living next door to stack pipes, fuming with fumes, turning living rooms into living tombs. I shed a salty tear for the youth, cause now it's up to you to demand from the people that rule to do what they got to do to save Mother Nature and soon. Cause we're headed to generation contamination. No longer the X, global warming is next. Earth is the last planet left. El Nino has Ninos and causes disastrous effects. Gonna need Mad Max and the clan from Star Trek to fix what it is that has Mother Nature sick. We have to invent a new system. We have to resist them. We have to convince them. Clean our water. Stop the bombing. Stop the hazards causing asthma. Stop putting dams up, let the water flow. Leave the oil in the ground, just let it go. We're killing the world slow, but at this rate you never know. Yo, let's make solar powered cars, biodegradable jars, crystal clean ponds, and no trip to Mars. Come on, my people, it's time to save Mother Nature. Yes, yes, yes. What's next? Generation next. Come on, no more disastrous effects. My people, raise your hands up if you believe that we can do this shit. We have the power. We have the power. Mother Nature loves us. We need to love her back. We need to have her back. We need to bring her back. We need to resurrect her. Come on, perfect her. Yes, yes, yes. Brew. I'm gonna hand this mic to a very special sister so she can tell you some things and perform one of her originals. La Bruja, my sister, my comrade, revolutionary poet, started her career here at the Nuyorican. So much sister solidarity. That's what this looks like right here. Sister solidarity. This is an honor and a pleasure. I come here representing the Nuyorican You know, we're at the Nuyorican Poets Cafe. I am a Nuyorican. But definitely representing Puerto Rico. Boriqueño, nuestra isla that is in crisis. My goodness, you know, I still cannot I can't wrap my brain around the insanity. So I won't try. But I just will offer you these words and hope that you can feel me. And whether you're Boricua or not, we're all brothers and sisters. And this is a humanitarian crisis that's going on. So this is very impromptu. This is very avant-garde. We have not rehearsed anything that you're about to see. But we live in the moment. And you look in this world and you look in America here and they look at me and they call me an SPIC. Yeah, they do. So I turned it into acronym poetry, SPIC. Because it don't mean the same thing to me. SPIC. I define my dictionary. SPIC. Ten mucho cuidado como llamarme a mí. SPIC, because with my ESP, I see what I see. Spanish people in crisis. Speak politely, I'm crazy. Spain probably isn't caring. Statehood probably isn't coming. Separated people inevitably crumble. Start participating in culture. Strong pro-independence community. Society prefers indifference collectively. Speaking powerfully involves commitments. Similar patterns in chimps. Slander purposely impairs confidence. Surviving people's insensitive comments. Socio-political insanity continues. Speaking purposefully is constitutional. SPIC, SPIC. It don't mean the same thing to me. SPIC, SPIC. Que con mi ESP, I see what I see. Still placed in cadenas. Sees Puerto Ricans in chancletas. Spiritualists praying ignite candles. Some propaganda is comedy. Stop praising ignorant celebrities. Sharing perspectives is cleansing. Solidarity provides immense connection. I'm stepping past indignant critics, cause they're selling poison in clinics. Staying poised inside conflict. Slavery practiced in Caribbean. Spaniards pummeled indigenous caciques. Seeing persecution is crushing. Shoot points impale cockroaches. Stop parades including Columbus. Soy perfecta inventando caridades. Seeking past inner conquistador. Speak properly in code. Some poetry is censored. Sexy, pero inteligente. Coño! SPIC, SPIC. It don't mean the same thing to me. SPIC, SPIC. Que con mi ESP, I see what I see. SPIC, SPIC. It don't mean the same thing to me. Appropriation is the taking of something derogatory for one's own use, typically without permission. The true purpose is to change it and to help those who have been disempowered by it. Do not give it back its original power or give power to those that originally used it to do the same. Face it and embrace it, because you can never erase it, but you can create something beautiful to replace it. This is another PSA brought to you by La Bru J.A. that was something. Give it up for the band. Yeah. Let's go. Africa, Spain, Taíno, madre del jibarito, defended por Albizu. I've made many sacrificios. A mí misma me critico. I have taught all of my people to turn the other cheek though. I've been a refuge politico to the French, the Dutch, the Spanish, the English, the Catholics, the soldiers, the tourists. I've treated everyone as equal, and now there is a war against all Puerto Ricans. We are fighting an invisible creature that owns me as its paraíso. ¿Cómo yo me explico? ¿A qué me califico? ¿Por qué me mortifico? I am not poor but rico. We were offered fool's gold while they robbed us of a sharehold, while nacionalistas foretold the takeover of control. We danced and fell into the American mold. We warmed ourselves with tropical memories while facing the American cold. But what is untold, we will expose. There are no more cheeks to turn. The hypocrisy has left us holding two faces. We've been slapped with debt we didn't earn. Told to strap up our boots, but left without shoelaces. Not welcome in one, but living in two places. Between here and there is no place for me. Oh, say this great culture. Oh, say, can you see? It is always to victim blame, so the truth you won't see. And they ask me how I let it go this far, beneath the shirt off my back that I gave all the scars. This patriotic love of one flag, this promised freedom of one star. While there's 50 United States, but not room for one more. My children since birth have been treated as whores, and what was mine, but mistaken as yours. Collectors of foreign sectors are banging down my door, and the first mass exodus was in the 50s, and we're witnessing the sequel, and it's 2018. And if you ask me right now what it is that I'm thinking, I'm holding my people up to stop them from thinking. They would see the richness of my power if they started interlinking, and the colonial mindset would start collectively shrinking. So stand up, my children. We will always be connected por el cordón umbilical, maternal, por el ombligo, with my mangoes and my mangroves. Yo los purifico, los huracanes de Yogahu. Yo los pacifico y las riquezas de Atabey. Yo los multiplico. We are not poor, but rico. We are not yours, but equal. ¡Viva Puerto Rico libre! Que viva Puerto Rico, 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 que viva Puerto Rico. Que yo no soy pobre, que yo soy rica, y yo soy de Nuyorico, but I represent all of my people. Ajá. Por eso soy bruja, curandeja, una de las brujas, una de las buenas, una que no espera. Rico, te defendemos, porque Puerto Rico no se vende. Puerto Rico no se vende. Representando para mi gente. Puerto Rico no se vende. Puerto Rico no se vende. Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico. Thank you.
Yes, La Bruja, give it up. Caridad de la Luz. Afro Yaki.
Mama C.
Well, we have a church up in here, yeah. Whoa. Ooh, I'm loving this. Be patient. So, you know, going to Venezuela really changed my life. I was always aware of the mothers who protect us, of the fathers who protect us, but seeing it in Venezuela, seeing that love that surrounded us, when I went back home to Kansas City, and then I went home to Tanzania, I was like, wow. So I told all the youth about it, about the different elements, and they're very, very much waiting and ready for the next stage. And the next stage has begun. I've called on several of the artists, the young artists that I work with in the hip hop community, and we've already made a film, but they're already starting on some tracks. And y'all go to our website, you'll see that I've put up some simplified versions, I guess, of the strategic plan. And these plans are going to take us to utopia, y'all. Y'all know what utopia is? It's going to take us to a Wakanda. And we've already started. I feel like at UACC, that's Wakanda right there. So we got a 500-year plan that's going to lead us to utopia. And don't you tell me it can't be done, because there's pockets of it already all around the planet. Are any of y'all in those pockets? I am. These musicians showing up for it. They bought the pocket to us. Let us do this. On the foundation of the heroic resistance of our peoples who have kept alive their old ways, their native forests, and their clean sources of water, harvesting our ancestral cultures so that they may be dispersed as seeds throughout the four sacred directions of the world. Let us do it. Let us do it with our own seeds and our ancestral cosmovisions, without poisons or patrons. And I got dreams, y'all, that this can happen. Do you all have dreams to change the world? Okay, so if you do, I want you to shout it out at a certain point, okay? I got dreams. Hey, but we always make it work, don't we? I got dreams that feel like magic. I got dreams that give me hope. I got dreams that I got dreams that feel like magic. I got dreams that give me hope. I got dreams that fuel my aspirations, dreams that make me feel so fine. I got dreams, you got dreams, he got, she got, we got dreams. Y'all say you got some dreams, let me hear 'em. You got dreams. You got a one-word dream. Hope, love, hey, you got dreams. Equality, you got dreams. Nirvana, dreams. Hey, you got dreams. Revolution, you got dreams. Say again. Equal pay, I like that one. You got dreams. Come on, y'all, share your dreams. Hey, sister, say it again. Say it again, I didn't hear you. I got dreams, she got dreams, he got dreams, we got dreams, we can change this world together, dreams, hey, hey, yeah, we got dreams to make, yeah, dreams to make, yeah. to catch hold of those dreams and ride them, y'all. Ride them into utopia. We can do it, can't we, sister? Yeah. In case you didn't know it, this instrument is called a nuyorican, and it comes from Kenya, the Luo community. And I'm one of the few women who play this instrument. Now we're going to do another one, and I like that there's an aisle here, because this side is going to try to sing it more conviction than this side. Okay? You got to sing it like you mean it, because we talking about changing the world, right? We are knowers, and we walk the way of a new world. So that's what y'all going to be singing. Y'all going to say, we walk, we walk, we walk, we walk. We walk the way of the new world. Okay? All right, you ain't gonna sing it yet, though. I don't really like say competition. I like cooperation, but we can make it a competition, huh? Is that cool? Yes, it's cooperative competition. Can y'all hear it back there? I'm gonna talk to y'all first. Sister, can you scoot this mic over a little bit? Forward? No, this. Yeah, forward. Thank you. We are the knowers. We're the dreamers and we are the sowers. Indigo children, y'all. The teachers and the preachers. And we're the chosen. We're the artists and we're the seekers. And we walk, hey. We walk, hey. We walk the way of a new world. Now here y'all go, this is y'all's chance. We walk, we walk, we walk the way of a new world. Oh, we walk, we walk, we walk the way of the new world. Tell them how you walk the way of the new world. Conviction. This is our last time. We gotta sing it with conviction, okay? We walk, we walk, we walk the way of the new world. We walk, we walk, we walk the way of the new world, the way of the new world, the way of the new world. I appreciate y'all. And I appreciate y'all. Yeah. That was nice. I always like to do nice community things that unite us. You know, that's so important. Huh? Yeah, that's right. Well, we feeling a lot of unity tonight. Yeah, let's ride it and spread it, okay? Far and wide. Okay. I'll be back.
Can I borrow your shoe, Mama C? There you go. You're like the Cinderella. That's my It's my kind of character, So the following song is called Sister Soul and was composed by Ben Barson over here. Most of the songs are arranged by Ben Barson as well. We live in Pittsburgh, and do you want to talk a little bit about the song?
Just read this.
Here.
Well, it just, I don't want to, I'm not supposed to tell it today, but I'll just tell you quickly because my better three-quarters invited me to. The subtitle is to Return Earth to the Producers. So we all know that women do majority of the world's work, grow the majority of the world's food, but own an incredible minority of the world's land, an incredible minority of the world's income. You know, the first ruling class were men, and until they get out of the way and allow a matriarchal order to reemerge, we're going to keep having all the problems that we so eloquently have expressed today. So this song is titled Sister Soul, to return Earth to the producers. Hope you enjoy it.
This is for all the sisters fighting war in Syria, Palestine. Our heart is with you. Thank you.
brother's soul too. Can't forget the brothers, y'all. Can't forget the brothers. Walk with my sister's soul. Talk with my sister's soul. We're the ones who bring the children, birth the children, birth a new way to live, a new way to rock, a new way to fly. Fly low, fly while you flow, lower with the blessing, low, low, low,
Trust this, Mother Earth, Mother Right, Mother Fight, Mother Night, Mother Struggle, Mother Militant, Mother Original, Mother Indigenous, Mother Supreme, Mother Dream, Mother Nightmare, Mother Have No Fear, Mother Nurturer, Mother Independence, Mother Compassion, Mother Generosity, Mother Fashion, Mother Reciprocity, Mother Invention, Mother Martial Arts, Mother Intention, Mother Matriarchy, Mother Flower, Mother Power, Mother Imagination, Mother Hallucination, Mother Respected, Mother Consciousness, Mother Community, Mother Unity, Mother Fathers and Brothers, Mother Soon-to-be, Mother Liberation, Mother Freedom, Mother of the Revolution, Mother Rain, Mother made it through the pain, Mother run for your life, Mother strive, Mother put your fists in the air by connecting all five, Mother fingers, Mother trauma lingers, Mother singers, Mother R equals politics, Mother Maroon, Mother I will see you soon, Mother, for you I write this tune. Mother Monsoon, Mother Tsunami, Mother, I'll be waiting for you at the border. Mother, you are me, Mother, I am you. Mother broken, Mother ill-spoken, Mother high, Mother sky, Mother, you are so fly. Mother, for you I live and die, Mother, to you I can never lie. Mother, truth, Mother, bust a rhyme in the booth. Mother, you, Mother elder, Mother, I can never sell her. Mother, even in my worst state of addiction. Mother, affliction, Mother, project that delivery. Mother, synergy, Mother, sister, solidarity. Mother, clarity, Mother, disparity. Mother, till my ears are full of dirt and I travel. Mother, whizzing clouds. Mother, screaming, baby girl, you made me proud. Mother, loud, Mother, ceremony. Mother, libations. Mother, sensation. Mother, free them all. Mother, overstand. Mother, bounce back rubber bands. Mother, sands. Mother, faraway lands. I was shaped from my mother's hands. Mother, Joanna. Mother, Dawn,
Muchas gracias. Gracias por venir. Thank you. I'm sorry. I really want to thank all of you for being here. Some of us came all the way from Pittsburgh to perform tonight. I really want to thank Quincy Soul for initiating the first international, Eco-Socialist International. He has put a lot of work into this, and Livio as well. He's coming from Venezuela to represent and to keep in this struggle. We really appreciate what you're doing, the type of work that you're doing. It's very significant to us. Thank you. Do you want to say something else?
Well, I want to do a song for y'all, if that's all right. And yeah, so for those of you who weren't here in the very beginning, this event is called Reweaving Pangea, Earth Fighters and Women Artists. And it's brought to you by a New Black Arts Movement and Eco-Socialist Horizons. The New Black Arts Movement is a movement building upon the foundations of the Black Arts Movement of the 1960s, founded by Baba Amiri Baraka, Sonia Sanchez, Maya Angelou, and many of our other ancestors long before who've been fighting for our freedom, and we carrying that sword together to, yes. And Eco-Socialist Horizons, seeking to advance eco-socialism as a worldview and as a movement capable of offering real answers to the crisis caused by capitalism. So I just wanted to put that out there. This next song is very revolutionary to me, because what's a revolution without dancing? So feel free to get your groove on. It's called Ya Habibi. It's about souls that knew each other from before reuniting again and recognizing each other pretty much. And to me, that's a conscious revolutionary idea, knowledge, recognition, to know that the soul never dies. So yeah, where my revolutionary lovers at in here? Anybody? Ya Habibi. Ya Habibi. You came and gone just to please me. Dark black eyes looking at me so deeply. Asked me for my hand the first time you see me. Recognized me as your queen and said you need me. Said you'll move mountains and part the seas to please me. Believe me, forgetting about you ain't easy. You was feeling it when I talk breezy. You said get gangster with it, mine get freaky. This is what it's like to be in between the DT beneath me, like oh Nesma Nefertiti. We go back like hieroglyphic and graffiti. Don't know about tomorrow, but tonight your mind completely. It turns you on that I'm a lyrical Houdini. We smoking hot together, something real easy. Every time you leave me, I'm feeling kinda dreamy, like yeah, Habibi. Can I get the mic up? Can I get my mic up? Ya Habibi, smiling at me so sweetly. Said you don't mind, I blow clouds like a genie. I just wanna see you, it don't matter if it's briefly. Don't worry about a thing, we can do it so discreetly. Pardon my flow if I'm speaking too freely, but you're the type that make you wanna keep me. I'm on fire when you touch me and tease me. The only one of your kind that could reach me. That's why we connect and come together so uniquely. Habibi, ya Habibi, ya Habibi, Habibi. Every single conversation intrigues me. We got a rhythm going of our own breathing. In the dim light, I can feel our hearts beating. We had a wild love, chess TV. I'll never forget that first break evening.
everybody, Habibi. Everybody, Habibi. Come on, let me hear you. I don't hear you one time. Come on, once again now, Habibi. Everybody one more time. Habibi. Yeah, sis. Habibi.
Ya Habibi.
Habibi. Looking at you so sweetly as you move so discreetly. I don't know, it's a treat for me, but I don't know, it's got to be Habibi. Whatever it is, Habibi. If it's that, it's Habibi. I'm looking at you, what is Habibi? Habibi, Habibi, looking at you sweetly. Looking at you completely. Habibi. 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 Ya Habibi. Thanks for rocking with us with that. Make some noise for the Afro Yaki Music Collective.
got Daryl Behruzi on tenor sax. Langston Kelly on alto sax. Our comrade Quincy Saul on the clarinet. Bernard Grobman on the guitar. Jude Kim on the bass. My brother Swiss Chris on the percussion, baby. Woo! Jesse right here who joined us as well tonight. Make some noise. And of course, our maestro Ben Barson on the baritone sax. We got Livio joining us from Venezuela. Woo! And our beautiful sister goddess comrade Giselle Zanat Rodriguez on the vocals and cello. Mama C from Tanzania. That's right, put your fist up, cause it's the size of your heart. So put your heart in the air. Yes, and wave it like you just don't care. For revolutionary matriarchy in the building. La Bruja, representing the boogie down. Of course, Kanya D. Almeida, we couldn't forget our sister there for rocking with us as well. Give it up for Nejma Nefertiti. As we reweave Pangea. I also want to show some love to Steve DeCastro for filming for us tonight, our revolutionary brother, our revolutionary filmmaker representing the Philippines. I want to, shout out some of our favorite Black Panthers in the crowd tonight. Big up to y'all, Brother Shep, Brother Tariq. I know there's other Panthers in the building too. Raul with Latinos NYC. Sister Yasmin is up in here. Oh, there you are, sister. Yes, okay. Make some love for the Panthers, the real Black Panthers. Thank you, thank you. So at this time, I wanna bring up Kanya and Giselle. Where you at? Giselle's here. Because we would love to present something to our beautiful Mama C, Kanya.
Don't leave, because this is really our guest of honor tonight. Nejma called out the original Panthers, and we really want to honor our elders. And Mama C in particular, when she came to Venezuela, she breathed new life into everyone as they did into her. And we have here for you, created by the artisans of Venezuela, a piece of jewelry that we'd like to present to you, to honor you, everything that you bring to all of us. There are no words, so we're gonna garland you with this piece of jewelry. So no, you should open it up. Yeah, we should garland it. Let's do it. Come on up here, Mama C.
Akete oba oba seniye. Baba yoko dara oban la ese. Oban la ese. Baba fumila ye. Akete oba oba seniye. Akete oba oba seniye.
worn by traditional healers and medicine women. And so we've got some seeds in there for you. And we're going to bring Mama C up for some poetry and music in a second, but we just want to honor her right now. Mama C.
All right, let's give it up for Mama C. Take your time. While we're waiting for her to come up, I also want to give a little shout out. I see April and Nina in the crowd. Okay, yeah, time is, they're telling us time is up. But yeah, I just wanted to honor April and Nina's Salon and East Village gathering to encourage, inspire, and support women artists, poets, musicians, dancers, writers, and filmmakers. They be showing love to all women. They've showed mad support to me, so give it up. I'm glad y'all here. Thank you for being here. Lots of beautiful artists like Afua Kafiakwa in the building too. And Mama C is gonna tell us a little something about something she would love to pass around to all of you and ask if maybe you would contribute.
Okay, yes. I am just having a joyful, joyful night, y'all. This is beyond my expectations. And my expectations are very, very high. Huh? I saw another brother here who was in Venezuela. No, Livio, it was somebody else. It was Carlos. Maybe he's gone. He was here. Yeah, I agree. Oh, there you are. Yeah. Yeah, y'all didn't see him. Yeah, we give thanks for you, brother. We had such beautiful experiences there. I wish all of you all had been there. But you can make your own Venezuela here. You can make your own Wakanda here. Huh? Right here in Harlem. I give thanks for y'all. Huh? So I was talking about how the youth there in Tanzania, indeed in East Africa, are ready to move on this, and they've already started moving on it. You know, as a member of the Black Panther Party, we were taught to look at ourselves as members of the international community, weren't we, sister? Hmm? And I took that to heart. Everywhere I go, I feel like I belong. I feel like the planet is a piece of me, and I'm a piece of the planet. Huh? And when you feel like that, you feel that you want to help heal Mother Earth. Huh? Because it's a part of us. You got to take care of yourself. Hmm? And we, who are keepers of the planet's wealth, must restore our own balance to heal the planet's health. Hmm? We must teach all of our children, our leaders of tomorrow, to cherish their dreams, to treasure their hopes, and to love and respect one another. We must learn to walk in the new world, y'all, like Mama Wangari Maathai, planting peace with our trees, spreading seedlings of love, 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 love. We got to do that, y'all. Twangani, pamoja together as one. That's Kiswahili. So when I was in China for 2 months in Shanghai, and I didn't see another African face for like 2 weeks, and people were really, you know, looking at me. They were very surprised at me, which I was kind of surprised at, being Shanghai is such a big city. But it didn't make me feel shy or anything. Matter of fact, it made me want to strut my stuff even more and show them that, yeah, I'm a proud African woman. And I love that. I love the way people would come up to me and ask me about myself. And I love to share the person that I am because I know that I'm a good example for other people. Mfano mzuri, iwapele, I walk in good character. And I'm hip hop, but still genteel. I'm old school, but I keep it real. I serve up thick slices of freedom shouts. I'm one of them international Africans. Ancient cultures run up in my veins. Powerful voices bust through chains like hot buttered knives. I'm one of them international Africans. I'm one of them international Africans who you might have caught glimpses of on the news. We are the ones who are comfortable speaking in any language, in any culture, because our spirits got flow like the blues. Yeah. We speak French with a Senegalese accent. We speak Kiswahili with a Midwestern drawl. I'm liable to greet you with a ni hao, my friend, or bid you adieu with a tutao nana, y'all. The outside of me reflects that inside DNA that twists and turns in creatively unique ways, like head beads from Cape Town, alekes from New Africa. I sport paper beads from Uganda, Lebret Pierce in Nairobi, Kenya. I'm comfortable picking up tofu with my chopsticks or eating ugali with my fingers. I dig strong hip-hop vibes in any language, and I appreciate beauty in all colors and genders. You saying I'm running out of time? Oh, Lord, I didn't know that. Oh, so how much time we got? How much time, bro? Okay, can I sing one short song? Okay, thank you. I'm so sorry. And this is a cappella, okay? Because when you've been on this planet as long as I have, you're bound to have experiences that you would never, ever forget. Those things that make you want to just laugh with the memory. And those things you might want to keep tucked away to take a peep at through tears every now and then. But living long makes it all good. Makes you, and me. There ain't too much I have not done in my lifetime. Ooh, my life been so full. There ain't too much I have not touched and felt and tasted. My life been so full. I seen the death of my own mother, the birth of my godson. My life been so full. I've watched the sun rise up over Achilles' left shoulder. That's Kilimanjaro. Yeah. My life been so full, so full, yeah, yeah, so full, yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. My life has been so full. Last verse, y'all. I've watched yellow flowers feel City lots of jam-packed highways. Yeah, ooh, my life been so full. I've watched this body change, but my smile stays the same. Yeah, and it's still full. So full of blessings, y'all. So full of love. So full. Live y'all's life to the fullest. Okay. I cut out some of it.
As you guys are walking out, grab a plan of action from the bar. They're free. We have plans from Venezuela lying on the bar, so grab one. Thank you.
Wait a